sing my redhead, Miss Betty Shea, Queen be my squeeze. The stage smells, tells, hells, bells, misspells, knock me on my knees. It didn't hurt, flirt, blood squirt, stuffed shirt, hang me on a tree. After a countdown, 3 rounds in hell, I'll be in good company.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about a fun song. It's called In Hell, I'll Be in Good Company. It's by the Canadian bluegrass band called the Dead South. I wasn't familiar with this band, but my oldest son, Andrew, turned me on to this song a couple years ago. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. When I first heard it, I loved it, and he sent me a video, and there's a great music video to this song. Really makes you appreciate the musicians and the performance and the song if you watch it with the video. These are great, talented musicians. I really like this. Bluegrass is not my genre. I don't really listen to it much, but this song and this group really resonates with me, and I certainly recommend them to you. They're not that well known, but give them a shot. And I would start with this song and watch their video for it, and then go to other things after that. So anyway, here we are on my first bluegrass guitar lesson. So if you know the song, or even if you don't, bluegrass, you're really talking about banjos and stand-up bass guitars and other things like that, which I don't play. I don't play any of that, right? So this is going to be a straight acoustic guitar lesson, just a little 6-string acoustic Martin guitar here. And that's it. So this is my personal arrangement. I will say you can play along to the record. I'm going to play it in tune with the original recording. I am using a capo on the 3rd fret. That's purely optional. I just think it makes it a little easier to play the bass notes and kind of just voice this song with the capo on, but you certainly don't have to. But if you want to play to the record with the chords, you need to use a capo on the 3rd fret. The guitar is otherwise in standard tuning. There's nothing really funky going on here. And more good news for the guitarists out there. There's only 4 chords. And I said, this really is an arrangement for a solo acoustic performance. You certainly could play this with other musicians, but I think it sounds pretty good just on guitar if you play it, at least my suggested arrangement. So let me give you the 4 chords you're going to need. 3 are very common. The 4th is also pretty common. So E minor, D major, C major, and a B7. So the B7 might be a little tricky for a beginner guitarist. I'm playing that as a bar chord on the 2nd fret. You can see with the capo there on the 3rd fret. I'm going to call the chords with the capo on, so I'm going to say 2nd fret from the capo. You could play an open B7, of course. I have a little difficulty with the capo, sometimes playing that full B7 chord. Sometimes I play a modified B7, just the bottom 4 strings. But most of the time, I'm going to play a full bar chord at the 2nd fret from the capo, and it's nice because then you automatically have the bass notes right there. So that's the 4 chords: E minor, D, C, and B7. All right. So now I'm just going to kind of walk you through this song. I'm just going to start with the intro, which is the same as the outro, which is the same as half the verses. I don't know what you want to call them. Half. I'm just going to call them verses. But anyway, if you know the song or play along to it, you'll get it real quick. So we're going to start, and as I think I've said, or I meant to say, this song is really more about the feel and the rhythm and the beat and the mood, the vibe you're giving off than actually the chords and the melody. I like all that, but I think it's really how you play this one. You want to kind of play it funky with a little attitude, I think, to really convey how the song is performed on the original recording and video. So anyway, I'm not going to do a theatrical performance here, but I recommend you kind of really lean into this one if you ever perform it. So we're going to start with the E minor. So here's the introduction, right? So you got this nice, just going to start E, A, 6, 5, right? And then you got the whistling. I'm not a good whistler. Just go to a D. I meant to just play an A bass note. I just play the A there. Back to the E minor. Now up to a C major, C, G bass notes. C, C, G, C, G. Back to the E minor, B 7th, back to E minor. So E minor, B 7th. So I'm playing the A, E, same pattern. So again, that's a lot of the song. That's the intro, that's the outro, and part of what I'm going to call the verses, right? But after that, once you finish that, this is where the banjo, the kind of, I'll call it iconic. It's really the highlight of the song, I think. Sounds so good on banjo. Sorry, I don't play banjo. So here's just a little easy way to play this. I've simplified a little bit just to play it on acoustic guitar. Let me just play it, and then I'll talk you through it. So you're in an E minor. So you can play full chords, you can do a lot of things there, but let me just kind of give you the riff as I'm playing it. And I missed a couple of strings there, but hey, I'm not perfect, right? So on an E minor shape, playing E minor shape, and then on the D string, on the 4th string, I'm going to hammer on the 2nd fret. And then open G string. Where is it? There it is. And then on the D string, 4th fret. So again, hammer on, then open G string, and then that D string, 4th fret. So something like this, right? Then a D major to the B7. Here I'm just going to do that little modified B7, just make it easy. And back to E minor. Back to E minor. Hard to play that and not start getting into the rhythm. So I think the more you play it with rhythm, it's hard for me to teach it kind of slower. The more you really play it, it actually becomes easier to play, I think. I don't know why. It just does to me. So that is all the, dear love couldn't get no further, proud of and disgusted by her. Just keeps going. Oh Lord, I ain't coming home with you. And that just all repeats. I won't do it all again. And that repeats. And then when you finish, oh baby, I know what I'm gonna do. And then there's kind of like a little banjo flurry. I did something on guitar on the cover, but I'm not gonna worry about that. But I'm just gonna go back to the E minor bass. And then you have the little bass run. And here's just my modified way to play it. I'm just going to call the notes. I'm going to forget about the capo and just call the notes as they really are. So I'm going to just do this. A D. I'm going to walk up a D just half steps to an F sharp. So just. And then back to D. And I'm going to go to E to F sharp. Back to the E minor. So the little bass run I'm doing is something like this. One last time. We're going to start on D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, then back to D, E, F sharp to the E minor. I see my redhead, nest-bed, t-shirt queen be my squeeze. The stage smells, tells, hell spells, misspells, knock me on my knees. It's just like the intro. Back to D. Didn't hurt, flirt, blood squirt, stuff shirt, hang me on a tree to the sea. After I count down 3 rounds in hell, I'll be in good company. So that, again, that's all the intro. So E minor to a D, then E minor to a C, then E minor to the B7, back to E minor. And then, in hell I'll be in good company. That's it, folks. I'm going to leave it there. If you don't know the song, again, In Hell, I'll Be in Good Company. I highly recommend it. Check it out. Check out the Dead South. Check out their video for this song. And if you want to play along, just on guitar, stick a capo on the 3rd fret. And what I showed you should get you there. And as always, play it your own way. And this is a song to have a lot of fun with. This song, if I were playing this live, I'd be really stomping my feet and trying to give it as much rhythm as possible. So thank you, folks, for checking in and tuning in. If this was your first visit, because maybe you're a big fan of Dead South, thank you so much for joining me. And hopefully I'll see you all soon. Take care.